Bohol, in the Central Visayas, is the 10th largest island in the Philippines and one of our favorite parts of the country. We spent most of this stay in Panglao, on the southwest tip of the province. Our hotel was in a quiet village right on the Panglao Reef Flat. Fishing and tour boats drop anchor in the shallow part of the Sea of Bohol. And during low tide, it's mostly drained and you could walk out far from shore, revealing sandbars and sea life that are normally hidden from surface dwellers. Low tide is also the time for boat maintenance and for catching the sun setting over Cebu Island. The closest beach to us was just a 15-minute tricycle ride away. Easy to pick up right outside of our hotel. Trikes in Bohol are wonderful, easily fitting 2 people, unlike the cramped Filipino norm. Alona Beach is a much more touristy area. With motorbike rentals, restaurants, karaoke, massage, souvenir shops, and dive shops, all along the road to the beach, and beachfront as well. The beach and water at Alona are wonderful. And it's not just for tourists. Locals were using it as well. The roads in Panglao are generally excellent, though on the eastern coast they are much rougher, more suitable for all-terrain vehicles and goats. Near the end of this road, the sounds of karaoke filled the air, and a couple large groups were partying hard. And White Beach was generally very festive the whole weekend long. South of White Beach, the beach of Bohol is less crowded, as it's populated with resorts and at least one sea turtle nest. It's a very popular spot for water sports of all kinds. Including just spectating in the shade of a palm tree. On the north shore of Panglao, Nomadic Reef was a major reason we came back to Bohol, and we were very excited to swim in its clear, deep blue waters. The seawall, the colorful fish, and the corals were all fantastic. And we'd never seen a setup like this to regrow corals, which was cool. Our mandatory guide, Kevin, was great at his job and a talented freediver, who obviously had spent a lot of time underwater. But the main reason we came to Nomadic Reef was the abundant schools of sardines. Thousands of them swimming together in coordination. It was one of the most amazing sights we'd ever seen. One day, we hired a car and driver to tour the province, starting with the Chocolate Hills. A geological formation unique to Bohol, there are over 1,200 of these conical mounds scattered over 20 square miles. Local legends say they were formed by giants throwing balls of earth at each other, though geologists say they are made out of karst limestone formed by a couple million years of erosion. In any case, the Chocolate Hills are one of the top sites in the Philippines and are reason enough to visit Bohol. Tarsiers aren't unique to Bohol. They're found around Southeast Asia, but the island is the best place we know of to see these endangered primates. Some of the smallest in the world, between 4 and 6 inches tall. The conservation park is close to a true natural environment. And the breeding area is off limits to visitors. These tiny nocturnal furballs are sound asleep during the day, making them extremely vulnerable to human activity, and only the staff are allowed up close. Being nocturnal, it's also nearly impossible to avoid feeding them after midnight. A little farther south, we stopped at a 2-kilometer stretch of road that cuts through a remarkable forest. 50 years ago, a reforestation program planted many hectares of mahogany trees in the area, and now they form a beautiful, shady canopy. The Lobok River is one of the major riverways in Bohol, and a popular spot for tourist cruises. River cruises are a big operation here, supporting thousands of people per day. Life on the river is at the mercy of the elements, one 2021 typhoon in particular. The cruise was a peaceful, lazy ride upriver, where we were treated to live music and a delicious buffet lunch. Along the way, we saw glimpses of river life. Including some kids just enjoying getting wet on a hot day. Outside of town, lush jungle lined the river. A zip line was a rare sign of civilization, and we turned around at a small but pretty waterfall. The final stops of the tour were in Baclayan, the first Spanish settlement on the island. A shrine commemorates the Sandugo of 1565. This blood compact was the first formal agreement between the Spanish and a Filipino kingdom. In 1596, Baclayan became the first Christian settlement of the province. The church, built from blocks of coral stone, dates from 1727, but the bell tower and facade were seriously damaged in a 2013 earthquake. The adjacent museum presents the history of Christianity in Baclayan and showcases many church artifacts from its 500-year history. If you're looking for amazing beaches, water, nature, and history, Bohol should be on your list.